pretty much read a tweet that said that you really were interested in doing ministry stuff, and I decided to call up your manager and just ask him if he wanted to come to Canada and your booking agent, and I was just like really surprised with just the willingness to do it. So we booked it and picked you and keyboard player Shane up at the airport and just hung out.
Come on, break down.
So we ended up in Canada for one of the first trips we did, and it was killer. We did your event, 905, and the Holy Spirit just fell there. It was like 700 kids just worshiping their butts off. It was a really interesting time. So
yeah, and like I think what was pretty cool about it, like we came into it not even knowing each other, and next thing we know, like the next day, we're just rehearsing a song that we haven't rehearsed, and just like seeing what happens with it.
Yeah.
And then some guy decided to record it live, like just hit record on the digital recorder, and we kind of listened back and just felt like that. I think we both felt like that moment, that worship song was just really special.
And I think that a lot of times when you like, to me, when I heard that, when you capture like a live worship thing, you're like kind of looking for mess ups, and with that, you really, really captured the vibe of the night. I thought that recording, you can really hear like people worshiping and what was happening there.
Yeah.
Which I think is the point of live worship records. I'm one of those people. I'm an advocate for worship sounding great, and I think it needs to be great. But I think when you kind of let go and let God do His deal, things happen that weren't supposed to happen, and they happen in His time, and it helps people enter into worship because they don't feel like it's super planned.
I look forward just to how God may align our different ministries in different countries together again in the future.
That's what it's about. I think that, especially in worship, is different entities coming together and making one thing. It's not like the rock and roll world where it's like everything's really secretive and competitive. I think that this is a very communal thing, and worship needs to be worldwide and communal.